Hello Kid Stars and welcome back to Storytime. I'm Johnny, lovely to see you, and today I'm going to be reading you chapter 1 in this book. It's called The Secret Unicorn, Dreams Come True, and it's written by Linda Chapman, and I'm wearing my very own unicorn jumper to celebrate as well. Perfect, let's begin. It's almost time, Twilight, Lauren Foster whispered to the grey pony beside her. She looked down at the star-shaped flower in her hand. At the tip of each purple petal, a golden spot glowed. The pony stamped one of his front hooves and pushed at her hand impatiently. Just a few more minutes, Lauren told him. She looked up. The sun had almost set. This was the moment she'd been waiting for all day. As the last of the sun disappeared behind the mountains, a bright star shone out overhead. A thrill ran through Lauren. Now, gently she began to crumble the petals of the flower between her fingers. As she did so, she whispered the secret words of the turning spell. Twilight star, twinkling high, above so far, shining light, shining bright, will you grant my wish tonight? Let my little horse, forlorn, be at last a unicorn. Almost before the last word had left Lauren's mouth, there was a bright purple flash. The patch of grass where Twilight had been standing was empty. Lauren looked up. A snow-white unicorn was cantering in circles in the sky. Twilight! Lauren exclaimed in delight. With a kick of his back legs, Twilight swooped down and landed beside Lauren. Hello, he said, putting his nose close to hers and blowing out softly. Although Twilight's words rang out clearly in Lauren's head, his mouth didn't move. Lauren remembered what he had told her when she had first turned him into a unicorn the night before. As long as she was touching him or holding the hair from his mane, she was able to hear him speaking. Lauren hugged him and then looked down at the petals still clutched in her hand. But I didn't throw them on the ground, she said. Twilight tossed his flowing silver mane. You don't need to anymore. The moonflower petals are only needed the first time the spell is said. You don't even need the light of the twilight star. From now on, all you need to do is say the magic words. He pawned the grass. Come on, Lauren, let's go flying. Lauren didn't need to be asked twice. In a flash, she had scrambled on to his back. Twilight plunged upwards and Lauren laughed in delight as the wind whipped through her hair. She held on to Twilight's long mane. I'm getting better at flying, Twilight said, cantering in a smooth circle. Definitely, Lauren agreed. The day before, Twilight's flying had been quite wobbly, and she'd been very glad that special unicorn magic had stopped her from falling off. Now she looked down at the fields and the woods below. Let's fly over the woods, Twilight said, and jump over the treetops. Okay, Lauren agreed, but can't stay out too long in case Mum and Dad start wondering where I am. Twilight turned in the air and headed for the forest that covered the mountains behind Lauren's house. Lauren could see the nearby farms spread out beneath them. One in particular caught her attention, a white clapboard farmhouse with red barns that hugged the mountainside at the edge of the forest. That's Goose Creek Farm, she said. Dad met the man who owns it today. He's called Mr. Cassidy. He's got a daughter called Mel who's the same age as me, and she's got a pony. Dad's arranged for me to go and visit them tomorrow, and you're coming too. Sounds like fun, Twilight said. Lauren suddenly looked anxious. What if Mel's pony guesses you're a unicorn, she said. She knew that it was very important no one discovered Twilight's secret. Lauren had been given the spell to turn Twilight into a unicorn by an old lady called Mrs. Fontana, and she told Lauren that she must never let anyone find out that Twilight was a unicorn. It might put him in great danger. Hell no, Twilight said, but it'll be okay. Horses and ponies understand that a unicorn's secret must be kept. Do all animals know about unicorns? Lauren asked curiously. Twilight shook his head. Just horses and ponies, though sometimes other animals will sense I'm different. He swooped down so that his hooves were skimming the treetops. Now are you ready to do some jumping? You bet, Lauren exclaimed. Then here goes. Twilight galloped forward through the air and carried her over the top branches of a tall pine tree. They leapt from one treetop to the next, giddy with excitement. At the far edge of the forest, Twilight cantered into the air and turned to loop-the-loop. Lauren whooped out loud in delight. All too soon, Lauren realised it was time to go home. If you're much longer, Mum and Dad might start getting worried, she said to Twilight. He nodded and he flew back to Granger's farm. Twilight landed in his padlock. Lauren dismounted and said the undoing spell. There was a bright purple flash as Twilight turned from a unicorn into a small grey pony. See you tomorrow, Lauren whispered. She gave him a quick hug, then raced back to the house. Her dad was in the kitchen. He glanced at the kitchen clock. "You've been out a long time," he commented. "I was just playing with Twilight," Lauren said, her heart pounding. To her relief, her dad smiled. "I'm glad you're enjoying having a pony so much," he said. "Life here in the country sure beats life back in the city, doesn't it?" "Totally," Lauren agreed happily. It was only a week ago that her family had left their house in the city to move to Granger's farm so that Mr. Foster could follow his dream of becoming a farmer. But already Lauren felt completely at home. As Lauren passed her brother's bedroom, she heard laughter. She pushed the door open. Her brother Max was in bed, and Buddy, Max's Bernese mountain dog puppy, was standing on his hind legs with his big white front paws on the covers. His pink tongue was hanging out, and he seemed to be trying to lick every inch of Max's face. "Honestly, Max, I think he'd get into bed with you if I let him," Mrs. Foster exclaimed as she pushed the black and tan puppy down. "Buddy, you're a pest," she scolded, but she smiled as she spoke. Buddy came gambolling over to Lauren, not managing to stop in time. He skidded into her legs. "Oof!" Lauren exclaimed. "Buddy, you weigh a ton." "You wait till he's fully grown," Mrs. Foster said with a laugh. "Now you'd better get ready for bed too, honey. You and Dad are expected at Cassidy's house at 9:30, so you're going to have to get up early to get Twilight fed and groomed in time." Lauren nodded. "I hope you and Mel Cassidy get along," Mrs. Foster went on. "It would be great for you to have a friend to go riding with." "Yeah," Lauren agreed. "I hope Mel's nice." As she went to her bedroom, she thought about the next day. Would Mel want to be friends with her? Would she want to be friends with Mel? She hoped so. She got her pyjamas out from under her pillow and walked to her bedroom window. She could see the Blue Ridge Mountains towering up behind the house, and best of all, she could see Twilight's stable and padlock. "Good night, Twilight," she whispered, looking at the little pony's shadowy shape grazing by the gate. "I hope tomorrow's going to be okay." Twilight looked up. Lauren was sure she saw him lick her, blowing him a kiss. She smiled and closed the curtain. I love this book already, and stay tuned soon for chapter 2. See ya!